Ah.
Just keep your head down.
What is it? I know. I already asked Anselm to tell her to wait. But Morag's a stubborn one. Honestly, what does she expect me to do? I'm not about to argue the legate over one inn. Not when there are far more pressing matters at hand. I don't doubt that. But Kunart is in a precarious position. I wouldn't be surprised if Denholm shuts the inn down out of fear of rebellion. And I'm hardly in a position to challenge his decision. We all have to endure these inconveniences a little longer. Well, surely she's been given some sort of compensation, hasn't she? Oh, that is very well. Tell her she'll be paid part of the damages from my coffers. And I'll speak with Denholm about her situation. I can't offer more than that. As long as this stalemate with Camelot holds, reopen. That's my final decision.
Stay quiet. Stay safe.
And? What did he say? But the inn stays closed? Figures. So now instead of standing around here, I'll be stuck at home, hoping those thugs... I'd say it's better than nothing, but honestly, it's barely that. Eh? Should have known better than to count on that good-for-nothing lordling. Thank you, stranger. I'm glad...
I have no idea. The menhirs were Merlin and Nimue's domain. I was mostly just relieved they worked. Although I've always felt an odd sense of familiarity with them. I think they reacted to the power we now wield. The Four-Dweller element within us. But why and how? That's beyond even my understanding. But tell me, are you well? You were unconscious for a while. You're strong, and you're not alone. I know this fate was forced upon you. I know all too well how that feels. So I promise, as long as I'm here, I'll help you however I can. Well, the apple has fallen far from the tree. I don't see the heir of Palamedes in him. His ancestor was a ruler devoted to his people. He was even capable of defying me when the situation called for it. I always respected him for that. And Yvain, I see a man trying to please everyone. That is the gravest sin a leader can commit. Decisions are never easy, but they must be made. I see that the current Lord is trying to delay that moment, and I fear it's his people who will suffer most because of his indecision. I know much time has passed. I just hope Palamedes' bloodline wasn't diluted by the carelessness of one of Yvain's foremothers. This is my shield, but there's no part of my soul inside. We need to look somewhere else. But I can feel the missing part. Close. Maybe it's the men here. Maybe it needs something from us.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else? Spare a coin for the hungry.
Not in the mood for this.
Open up, Fergus. We know you're in there.
Get lost! You've taken everything from me. I won't give you anything else.
Stop whining and open up. We've got to talk. I've had enough of this lunatic. Keep an eye on him in case he gets out. I need a rest. What do you want? Then go be curious somewhere else. We have our orders.
Open up, Furkit!
Not a chance!
No, you could not, because it isn't your job. But if you really must know, yesterday one of our warehouses caught fire because of one of Furkit's inventions. Denham ordered us to investigate, but how are we supposed to do that if we can't question the suspect? Come on, Furkit! I don't have all day!
I don't care! Leave me alone!
I don't know you either. Unless Denham says otherwise, we'll keep at it until...
Furkit!
Oi, you. You're new here, aren't you? I don't think I've seen you around before. Ah, no, sorry. Do they? Then maybe we're all just sick of looking at each other. I'm sure they're not all bad. This must all be quite... But it's not like I want to be here either. I've got a pregnant wife waiting for me. Yeah, about birthing and labour and whatnot. It's going to be our first... But that Dalrita wench chased me out of her bookshop and won't let me back in. I know, right? And here I thought I'd see... Anyway, Vrel seems to hate... Well, could you? I'd be really grateful. Please, I'll pay you back. Oh...
Ah, here's our troublemaker. You've really caused a stir around here with that spectacle in front of the Menhir. I had everything in order. The cart was ready, and people were all set to move to Camelot. But now, you appear out of nowhere, and suddenly a dying pile of stones lights up like a bonfire. Firstly, because now I have to write yet another report to Camelot that we're going to be late, and that they need to... Secondly, you've somehow reignited the Menhir, and this has reignited people's hopes that they can... And before you ask why it's dangerous, take a look around town. But you should be thankful to them. Their hope... You can go tell Murig that your presence doesn't change anything about our deal, and if he doesn't listen, play along. Yes, on my orders. Verkett needs to give me an explanation for event. He's a local inventor, and as far as I know, doesn't have the best reputation. There was a time when he was quite useful. He invented various... But now he's apparently fixated on the weirdness, and he doesn't want to talk. Since you're already here, Verkett refuses to talk to my men, and the locals don't trust him. But you, he doesn't know you. You can ask him if he set fire to our warehouse on purpose. Here are the orders. Show them to the boys by the gate, and they'll... As soon as you find out what happened with Verkett.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
I am an outcast, exiled from my home by the Red Death. My struggle continues on the holy island of Avalon. When you hear the word, follow it. Set an example for other outcasts, with your faith and with your testimony. The word is our only chance to rid ourselves of the plague's taint. And if the word commands you to kill your brothers for spreading heresy, do so, for such is his way. If the word commands you to besmirch your father's name, do so and discard your...
Stay out of my... Ah, you... Yeah.
just stay put, everything will be okay.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
I am an outcast, exiled from my home.
Welcome to Vrel's bookshop. No reading without buying. And if you're here for porn, kindly leave before you start. Aye. Look, I don't begrudge. Aye. Not only can I read, I can even make recommendations. Imagine that. So, if you have a joke to tell, don't bother. I'm pretty sure I've heard them all. Perhaps it is. But you'd think that so-called civilized people would accept it with mere grace. Hearing the same crude comments over and over again makes me feel like I've never lived. Then there are the braver ones who tell me I'm not welcome here. Hell, it's just like talking to my sister. They all have more in common than they think, although mostly it's just prejudice. Oh, expecting a wee-un? Congratulations. Wise of you to prepare yourselves. I think I have just the thing for you. Speaking of which, if you want some practical tips, so... Is that... Oh, is it now? I do. The question is, do you? I bet he sold you some sob story about how a big bad Del Rita chased him off because he's a poor Camlosian soldier. Oh, that's precious. I chased him off because he couldn't take no for an answer. He came in and tried to seduce me. Told me he just loves to devour books. But he'd gladly do the same with me. Books, sure. Maybe for breakfast, to add variety to his military fare. When I told him I wasn't interested, he got all pissed off and called me an ugly, dumb savage. I only let him leave with his teeth intact to avoid proving him right. Tell you what, I'll sell you that book. But fair warning, I'll be sending his pure wife the story of Giron the Unfaithful, with a special edition forward for me. Deal? Ha! Pleasure doing business with you. I hope his wife won't go easy on him.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Hi. Have you had a chance to drop by the bookshop yet? Oh, thank you. I knew I could count on you. I hope it'll put my wife's mind at ease. Here's your money, and a little extra. You've done a good deed.
The seal looks good. Orders are orders. I'm glad Firkit's your problem now instead of ours. Let's move out, boys.
Who are you? Did Camelot send you? I'm not talking to those thieves. Get lost. I think it's quite obvious, isn't it? They're harassing an honest inventor. First, they stole my entire life's work, and now they show up with grievances. I'm not giving them anything, and I'm not letting anyone in either. Oh, aye, it did. And no surprise there. They've only got themselves to blame. They barged in here and grabbed everything that wasn't nailed down. No, actually, they even prized loose the things that were nailed down and took them too. Do you know what this device is? It's a pyrolusite stabilizer. And they took all the pyrolusite, but left the stabilizer behind. No wonder it blew up. Well, pyrolusite is a wondrous substance. It can create fire anywhere you are. All you need is a drop of pyrolusite, add a little spit, and there you have it. Oh, it also amplifies the power of weird fires. Isn't that marvelous? So, tell me, don't you think it's marvelous? Exactly! But all great inventions need painstaking preparation. As you can see, my pyrolusite isn't stable yet. All I want to do is keep living my life and to keep creating. You would do... thank you. I think we could all use a goodbye. Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
What's happening with Verket? Is he going to surrender? Or do I need to use force? That's a serious accusation. Still, I suspected you might say something like that. I'll be honest with you. Verket is neither trusted nor well regarded among my soldiers, especially after the accident which, as you claim, they brought upon themselves. Fine. Verket will stay in Kunokt, and his inventions will be returned. However, make sure that he takes proper care of them. Here. This is for your... Tell Verket of my decision.
And? Oh, so does this mean very well. A deal is a deal. In return, I'll offer you a, discount on my products and allow you to use my house. But remember, never... Oh,